Hey everybody, I am excited. It is Friday. We have a divine masculine and divine feminine reading for you guys today. It's a mixture of both of you guys. We're going to do a little bit of looking at divine masculine's energy and then a little bit of looking at divine feminine's energy, or you could say perspective and perspective. So we want to look at what is going on with both you and divine masculine from each of your perspectives right now. I have pre-drawn some cards for you, and then we'll move out from there. So let's just start right now. We're going to start with divine masculine's energy. So let's see what the cards pulled out for our divine masculine today. All right. Six of Swords and Page of Wands. It looks like divine masculine is facing a transition or a change. There is kind of a newness, an excitement, some creativity that's going on in divine masculine's life. Maybe they're having some new perspectives. Certain things are falling into place and they're feeling positively towards this. It looks like maybe parts of divine masculine that are natural parts of who they are. Maybe they've been like the more childlike side of divine masculine is guiding divine masculine right now towards something new. And so this change in direction is more of like a course correction for divine masculine. Where they were going wasn't really where they were meant to be going. And so what's truly in them is redirecting them towards where they're really meant to put their attention and energy in life. So good things, positive things on the horizon for divine masculine. Now, divine feminine, your energy in this reading today, would you look at that? How interesting. You are both in reverse and divine masculine was both in the upright. And your energy right now is very, very different than divine masculine's energy. Yours is definitely more in a place of needing to really go within and look at some things. There's some perspectives that are not serving you well and some energy that is going into it's kind of leading you into a place that's not really serving you for your highest good right now, divine feminine. It's all about perspective. And there's something in these cards right now that are showing me that there's something that you're not wanting to look at. There's something that you're not wanting to really see. So there's a naivety or an innocence that is clouding the reality of the events and the circumstances in your life. And those are things that really need to be looked at, divine feminine, because they're going to affect you and how you move forward in whatever it is that's happening with your divine masculine and you. Your life circumstances are not going to look like anyone else's, right? We're all extraordinarily unique. What's happening in divine masculine's world and what's happening in your world, divine feminine, are also going to be very, very unique. So you cannot, as the awakening twin, compare what's happening in your world with divine masculines or look at theirs as an indication of what's going on in yours. You need to look at your situation, your perceptions, and your energy as individual from divine masculines. Oftentimes what I see divine feminines doing is paying a lot of attention to what's going on with their divine masculine and then kind of like filling in all the gaps. They're looking at all the circumstances and the life events and the karmic partners and the relationships that they have and filling in the gaps and creating an illusion of what divine feminine thinks is happening. But if you talk to divine masculine and you really like see what their perspective is, it's oftentimes very, very different than what divine feminine thinks is going on. Now, the problem is that especially if there's a separation between the two of you, or there's a lack of communication and inability to be able to communicate properly, sometimes that's why divine feminine does what they're doing, which is they have to fill in the gaps. That's the trap that the twin flames can fall into, is trying to fill in the gaps, because the gaps are trying to be filled in by the mind, right? And the mind is going to create a bunch of stories, scenarios, illusions, what it thinks, and that's all going to come from pre-programmed ideas and expectations. And that's where divine feminine can end up being disappointed. And it also is a huge distraction from what you need to focus on, which is yourself, your own journey. You can't know for sure why divine masculine is doing what they're doing and what is going on in their life. What you can know is why you're doing what you're doing. But if you're distracted over here and looking at this, then you're not looking at the one thing that you can control, which is your own perceptions, your own experience, your own reality. And that is why there is a break sometimes with divine masculine and divine feminine, because you need to focus on going within and your ascension and your spirituality and your growth. And divine masculine needs to do the same. Again, it's not going to look the same for them as it does for you, which is fine, which is why you'll never figure this out at the level of the mind, because the mind wants to look at what's going on with divine masculine. It obsesses over what's going on with divine masculine. When you, as the divine feminine, need to transcend the mind, to detach from your twin flame, you have to detach from your mind. It's not them. You're not going to suddenly automatically not have feelings for them and suddenly not have any kind of experiences. You're not just going to forget about them. You can't erase divine masculine. That's not the point. It's to transcend the mind that wants to obsess over them. That's the whole purpose of all of this. That's why things happen the way that they do, is so that you, divine feminine, can transcend the mind, transcend the body, transcend the mortal world of form, and reconnect with the spiritual side of who you are. And until you do that, divine masculine will appear to be running from you. So go within, focus on yourself. I'm not saying forget about divine masculine, because you can't do that. What I'm saying is redirect your attention and focus onto you. Make it about you and your journey, divine feminine. I'm going to pull 2 more cards right now to talk a little bit about how divine masculine is seeing this situation right now, and how versus how you're seeing the situation. Okay. Let's just kind of take a look at that really quick. And we have self-love for divine feminine, and divine masculine is looking at some bullying kind of behavior in their karmic situation. So again, very, very different scenarios for both of you, which is why divine feminine, you really need to focus on yourself and just allow divine masculine to go through what he needs to go through to focus on himself. Trust the soul to figure it out on both sides. You don't need to do anything other than just accept what is, trust, allow, and enjoy the journey, and let it reveal itself to you. I love you guys. I hope that this short and quick little reading between you and divine masculine was helpful. And I will see you guys for another reading tomorrow. Thanks so much for being here. And do not forget to like and subscribe. It really, really helps us. Thanks and goodbye.